Okay, another great feature about iOS is the ability to share, not only share with social media, but share within different types of applications. So within iOS 8, the sharing feature has expanded to many third-party applications and really helps make it more efficient when you're trying to save maybe articles, you're trying to share photos, or possibly email something. So there's some new sharing features in iOS 8, and I'd like to share just how you can begin sharing, I guess, pun intended. So, say for example, you want to share a photo. So let's just go into Photos, and I have two photos here, and I'm going to share this lovely landscape. So over here on the right hand side, it just says Share. You can just tap on that, and the share options will come up. So there are a couple things within the new share features within iOS 8. AirDrop is the ability to, over Wi-Fi network, your ability to connect to another um, iOS device and share a file. This could be a PDF, this could be a photo, this could be an article from Safari. This allows you to just wirelessly send content to another device, another iOS device. So you have your basic options here: Mail, Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, depending on the apps you have on your device. You also have an ellipsis over here where it says More. So if you select this, you'll notice that you have a lot of different options that some are turned on, some are not. So the first thing I want to talk about is the ability you can kind of prioritize what things you use most within your sharing. So for example, I don't really use the iOS Mail app, so I'm going to move that down to the bottom. I also don't print much, so I'm going to move that down as well. I use Twitter, Facebook a good amount. Let's say I don't want to use Flickr. I'm going to turn that off. I can use Pinterest. So say I'm also using Google Classroom in my class. I can set up quick sharing through my Google Classroom. I also use Flipboard a lot to share articles through different magazines. And let's say, for example, Gmail. Gmail just released this feature. This allows you to take photos, articles, anything, and seamlessly share them through Gmail, which wasn't available before on iOS, but now it is. And so I can then move these up, and kind of organize them how frequently I use them based on my usage throughout the day. Okay, so once I have those done, I can select Done, and notice that it automatically changes, and I can now share to these specific apps. So say, for example, I want to share directly to Gmail. I can tap on Gmail, and it says Gmail would like to access your photos. You can say yes or no, it's up to you. And then it just pretty much brings up a screen that allows me to send an email. I can just type in an email here, type in a subject. Exclamation point, of course, for emphasis. I can type a message. And then up here in the upper right, I can hit send. And you'll hear the send sound, possibly. Actually, no, you won't hear that. And then your photo is sent. You can also, share within all these applications. You can AirPlay different information. For pictures, you can assign them to contact, uses wallpaper. You also have some more of these, so you can actually save to Dropbox, which is right within iOS now, and wasn't always turned on, but now they have that ability. So for example, now I have saved to Dropbox as one of my consistent iOS features. I can send this photo to Twitter if I want. So if I send it to Twitter, I can just pop up the Twitter box, and I can type in my characters of 140 or less and send that off to Twitter. Additionally, these features are also in Safari. So if you pull up a site like Edutopia and you come down to an article that I've written, of course, and say you want to share that with the world or with someone, you can, up in the upper right hand corner, you can see the share button, and this allows you to get your same sharing options. You can airdrop it if their airdrop is available. For Safari users, if you're using Safari on multiple devices, you can add a bookmark, and you can also add to reading list. Reading list allows you to these articles on multiple Mac platforms. So if you're reading on your iPad and you want to kind of save something for later, you can add to reading list and you can read it either on your Mac or your iPhone or iPad. If I want to share this article to Twitter, I can simply hit that and hit the post button, and away it goes. Same with Facebook. If I want to share this to Facebook, tap on the Facebook share button, and away it'll go. Notice that I have all my different icons here that I selected. So say, for example, I want to share this with my Google Classroom. I can specifically see what classes I want to use it with and share it with, so it'll bring up the classes based on my account. And I can also attach it to a specific assignment. So if this is blog post 1, I can select the assignment it's going to go with and hit attach, and that'll automatically push to my Google Classroom. Additionally, if I wanted to save this to reading list, I would just tap here and it would save to my reading list. And that's sharing with iOS. There's not much to it. One thing you want to make sure you always look for that symbol up there in the upper right hand corner. You can see it with it's the square with the arrow pointing north, and that is also within many applications, specifically photos, and with working on the web, you can share different applications or to different applications and within different applications.